Greetings. It's day 12 of this radical act of self-love. And I noticed for myself today, when I cried during a conversation with two brothers, Alex and Ricky, it came to my awareness that I notice when someone is getting close to me, that's the time I know it's time to move on. And if I don't do it physically, then like let's say I'm in a relationship, it's time to move on energetically and emotionally to like check out of the relationship and yet maintain it for its validation, sex, finances, whatever it's kind of like giving me. It's like, well, this relationship makes sense for right now. But once I need to move, I've got X amount of dollars, I've met someone else, then I'll just drop them. I feel like ashamed of this. And imagine that ex-lovers, friends, all of you have been abandoned. The moment we're getting closer, it's like, oh, you know what? I need to move. I'm curious if other people have this pattern. And as I say that, fuck, that's me ejecting and caregiving for somebody else. One of the most valuable things I've been learning is that when you want to say something, consider who are you saying it for? Are you saying it for yourself because you really care and you're curious? Or are you saying it because you think this is what they probably would need? So let me check in with them and see how they feel. That question can still come, but there's the subtle layer of intention that kind of like comes behind it that needs to be made aware. So like in this moment for me to say, I'm curious if you think about this too. It's like my mind is glitching into marketing mode to be like, I think this is the time when you're supposed to do a check-in. Rather than like, does this actually resonate with anybody? Do you fucking have this too? Because I've got it. And this shit, it's kind of depressing. Hey, we're so close. We're so close. Stay away. That's exactly how I was raised. My parents, if you're in a divorced family, I imagine that you got the same fucking thing as me. Where the whole school year is with one parent. And then they're like, okay, summer break, time for you to fly and be with the other parent. At that moment, you're like, oh, I just got close with those people. Okay, bye. You get a whole new cycle of friends for the next 3+ months. And then as soon as you're getting close, oh, summer break's over, son. You gotta go back to your dad's. I had so much fun. What are we talking about? I felt so connected. Go on, my son. Go, 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 go. So the moment that I would get close to somebody is the moment that I was programmed to step away. It's been a few months already. We were close. Let's back out now. This is what love is. This is what love is. Yeah, this is the kind of questioning that is so important. And this came about for me. How did I recognize this? I recognized this through a question of, what was the question I was asked? I noticed how my dog, I'm giving my dog away for somebody to adopt. And I felt sadness to think of him leaving. And I'm thinking about moving on to Colombia for this summer. And I think about that as I'm starting to build community and more business here in Tulum. And it's like, wait, you're like getting into a flow here, making good money, building strong friendships that are also wanting to build business with you. And you're right in the middle of that. And you're like, let's just get out of town. I don't want to live here anymore. Why? And I noticed the clarity of this awareness is in part because of the semen retention challenge and the not distracting myself with sweets, anime, or women. Those were my vices. Let's try and call a girl to get laid, or if not, then I'll just watch some videos and eat some junk food. And I get tired and I need naps and I'm just like, meh, meh, derp. And I laugh at that as I feel like a little disgust and a little bit of, what the fuck are you doing, man? If you can take that energy that you put into pursuing those goals, getting laid, getting validated, and getting sugary sweets of intoxicating immediate gratification, take that energy and put it towards this, towards brotherhood and friends. I had meetings with men today for 5 hours before I did the 13th edition of the Be Magnetic Circle. A woman was supposed to come and see me, and yet she kept messaging me about how unsafe she feels. And I say this right now in this tone of voice because I felt really like angry and took it personal because she seemed like she had it all together when I first met her. Now it's just a back and forth messages of like, what can you trust in? How long has this been going on? Come. Obviously, you manifested me in your life. I manifested you. So what is it that we are meant to accomplish? Let's explore that. Oh, no, I can't. No es posible para mí porque no tengo confianza en tú. I don't have trust in you. And I don't trust anybody. I'm very hard to trust people. And I feel myself, my eyes closing and my body feeling heavy as I wonder, am I taking you on a random journey? Let me breathe and bring us back. At least 5 hours today would have been dedicated to being with a woman. And instead of that, that time was dedicated and allocated for building up my class and presenting that to this group of people, 14 plus myself, that came to really just enjoy and embody their playfulness. And I think when we are in our honesty, playfulness is like the energy current that we swim inside of. To let ourselves be the creative being we really are. And if you were to ask me, why do you do these classes? I would tell you because they fill me up. There's a sense of fulfillment and joy and just being so fully in that moment of creation. Whether it was a singing game, a dancing game, or generating a character. I stopped worrying about what to say and what's the right thing to say, and instead allowed myself out. That's where the sense of oneness comes with the moment, and you're just like, wow, I just said that. Wow, that was amazing. Wow. And it's more attainable with my semen in my body. It's more attainable with my celibacy helping me to stay dating myself, being single on purpose. Is there anything else that I feel called to share with you right now? I love you. I appreciate you. Keegan! One of the games I gave myself today was to shout my name throughout the day like I'm looking for myself. I noticed my body feeling really shy and nervous about it, and then becoming really happy and delighted by it. Huh. When I found the awareness that I'm creating the pattern of getting close to you, and then that's the moment to break away, I cried and cried, and I felt this like heaviness, and this question came up of, what have I got to do to fix this? How do I change this story? I noticed my body wanting to fall asleep, and I imagine it's trying to run away from this. So he must be on something. Yeah, and my mind's trying to forget the question. I imagine the question ran away from me. Well, I remember now that I even had a woman on Instagram that I met with some other time message me and say, hey, I'm in town again, let's meet. And I remember the last time we connected, it was a beautiful time. We danced, we talked philosophy, we talked love. We were playing in the pool, swimming, half naked from the bottom up. And I'm holding her, caressing her body all over. And I noticed that she wasn't giving any reply, grabbing me. I checked in and I was like, what's going on? I feel like you're with me, there's desire, and you're holding back. I don't like this. What's going on? She was like, oh, I'm in a relationship. Excuse me? And why are you permitting me to hold you and caress you and grab everywhere on your body? And she's like, I didn't do anything. I was just being good. I was just being there. Women, I don't trust you. Fucking liars. Just like men. You're sex hungry, and you seek validation from men through attention, just as much as men seek it from women. So when she messages me, hey, I'm back in town, let's meet, I was like, are you still in a relationship? Well, I'm not married. Well, I want to see you, and if you're going to have this restriction, then I'm telling myself that you're just trying to get my attention and use me for that attention. And she says, what's wrong with just getting attention? I don't see anything wrong with that. And I was like, you're right. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm not going to give my time and energy to someone like that. It's more important to me than just that. So I don't want to see you. But have a nice life. I noticed my whole body feel like, wow, that's a fucking boundary. That's a powerful, self-loving act. To say my time and my energy, it's worthy of people that want to be with me. Not just to use me, but to be with me and enjoy sharing with each other. Thank you, Keegan. Thank you, Men of Means, for this opportunity, this challenge to do this 30 days semen retention. Because I notice that by giving my all to this thing, life is changing. I'm more strong with women, keeping boundaries, feeling more self-love, making more money. And following through on some of the goals and challenges. The goals that I have and challenges are melting away. And I appreciate the shit out of this. I'm going to go in the morning at sunrise to pray with my brother Thomas, singular, one guy, and call in the day with our intentions for us to live in a great way, to be connected to this power to bring 100 million men into a place of emotional intelligence, radical honesty, integrity, and to be playful about their life. Yeah. So I'm riding high. Gratitude for all of that. That's it for tonight. Cheese. Cheese, peace, pure. Blah. Blah, 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 blah.